Yeah.
So how you gonna start out with the violence?
See? Who is that?
That's my baby.
That's right. Yeah. This is my son right here. This Niles. You dig?
Baby, that's mom.
That's right. You see that face right there? Yeah. That's right. That's me.
No,
That's right. So this is why I do it, man.
me.
This is why I do it. Alright?
No,
So
what
if you can't understand that, you can't relate, you're not human. You dig?
was
You're not human. You're a cyborg. You
One.
I don't know. But
One.
it's all about them, man. Get another look. Take another look. You see that? That's a young, fresh 2-year-old right there. Yeah. Don't hate. Congratulate. You know what I mean? Support that. Cause that's what it's about, man. This is the future right here. These are our futures right here, man. The babies, man. So if we don't wake up and realize that how much they need us in this world, we're not doing our job as men. So we really, we gotta wake up, man. One thing I want to touch on though is how the American ex-felon is being treated in America today. And we also can't forget, the American felon that's still locked up, how they being treated today. Because even then, they rights is being violated, all kind of shit is going on. It's terrible, man. And it's a shame, you know? But this right here, I'm addressing the American ex-felon in America today. Those of us that are out here trying to get ourselves together and live a productive life. We trying to be constructive and not destructive. But yet it's all kind of obstacles placed in front of us. For example, I came home from prison in 2005. I was on probation. My original charge happened in the Richmond area, outside of Richmond area. I went to prison for that. When I came home, they transferred my probation to Newport News. Newport News was just supervising me for them. So when I came home, I'm fresh out of prison. My mind is right. I'm thinking right. I want a job. So boom, God blesses me. He gives me a job. I get a job on the shipyard. I start working on the shipyard and making money. I go to my PO. I ask him, when you gonna take me off probation? He tells me, as soon as you pay your fines off. So I commenced to doing that. Even though all these obstacles, was still placed in my way. Like I told you, I was on the shipyard. But then they came with, if you got any felonies on your record, you can't work over there no more. But I still managed to, pay my fines off. I paid $10,000 worth of fines to the state of Virginia. True story. I paid them $10,000 and I gave them 5.5 years of my life. Only for this man, almost 5 years later, to come with a technical violation in 2012. I found out about it in 2011. I went on a run because my son that y'all just seen was getting ready to be born. So of course, a nigga ain't want to be locked up for that. So I stayed out here. But I ain't really run because I stayed at my mom's house. So when all of that, took place, I wound up, getting locked up for that. I stayed incarcerated for almost a whole year. for something I ain't even do, a technical violation. Because I asked this man, when was he gonna take me off papers? He told me he was gonna take me off probation once I paid my fines off. I did that. Went down there with the paperwork. He made copies. I shook his hands. I left. I never came back. When I didn't come back, 5 years later, he put out a technical violation. For what? That's the question at hand. This is what, you know. And to this day, I'm out and free and everything, but I still wonder, like, what the fuck? For what? When you was the one that told me to pay my fines off, you was going to take me off of probation. I got locked up, got out. Still obstacles anymore. And my thing is, why is it that, you know, when a person does a crime, they can go do the time, and then when they come home, it's still like they was incarcerated, but without the, you know, the bars and the chains and, you know, the shotguns, you know, directly in your face as they are when the person is incarcerated. You know, it's almost like they make it so, you know, it's a revolving door. Like they want you to do something to go back to prison. At least I know it is for me anyway. Like I said, I don't know that y'all really grasp what I just said. I understand. I don't know if I explained it too long or whatever, but I'm going to run it back again. I got out in 2005. Okay? 2007. I went to my PO. Asked him when was he going to take me off probation. He told me, once you pay your fines off, I'm going to take you off. I did that. I left, true indeed, but I never left the city, stayed in my residence, my same house that I live in right now. He never came, paid no house visit, never sent no letters, no calls, no nothing. Automatic violation. And I never did nothing. I never got in no trouble. I never did nothing. But this is what happens when you trying to do the right thing and you trying to get yourself together. This is what happens when you used to work for the devil and now you no longer work for him. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of pitfalls that are placed in our ways. And as an ex-felon, this is what I'm trying to reach out to you at. You all. If you're an ex-felon or you know ex-felons or whatever, it's time for us to really, really have a voice on this very important historical time in our era. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but they don't never talk about how the ex-felon is being treated in America today on no type of news programs, no talk shows, no nothing. I believe we're actually lower than immigrants in their eyesight. Even though at least 99% of us was born and raised in America. You see? But I can't get the same opportunities that a foreigner has. Now, I have nothing against foreign people because I got a lot of different nationalities within my bloodline. My grandmother's Italian. God, bless her soul, but yeah. Anyway, it's like, we're supposed to be at the bottom of the barrel. It's like we're not supposed to take care of our families. Y'all criminals, so you have to be a criminal. They're gonna stereotype us so bad that you got it. That's the only thing you gotta know how to do is you gotta be a criminal. I don't went to school, graduated, got certificates, all kind of shit. Had job opportunities and everything. I'm talking about, like, I had my job lined up, all of that. Bus ticket to take me where I needed to go. I unfortunately, I done tried all kind of jobs that's local. Couldn't get no work. So unfortunately, I had to go on the internet and try to get a job, and the job caused me to have to go out of town. I go to this man with the information, let him know I finally got a job, and I, my feet, I'm finally, I'm really ready to take care of my family. Right? You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted, because my family alright, man. But at the same token, you know what I mean? We could be doing a lot better. But unfortunately, these people won't let me. I mean, they trying not to let me. I'm not going to let them stop me, but they're trying not to let me. You know? And it's a shame, because I had the job paying good money. Trust me. Salary money. They want to stop me. So you tell me, how in the world is a man supposed to survive if y'all not trying to let me survive? You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on my feet, and y'all steady trying to kick me and keep me down, keep your foot on my neck. You know? That's pathetic, but that's reality. And this is the life of an ex-felon. The majority of them. Now, don't get me wrong. I know quite a few people that have felons on their records and that have jobs, and, they live in swell. I don't know what it is, about me, and, I'm quite sure a million other motherfuckers is like me, that it's like every other turn is a dead end, a brick wall, or whatever. And we gotta either, dig our way under it, jump over it, or just bust through it or some kind of way. You see? But this is the life of an ex-felon, and this is not right. They say it's freedom, justice, and equality for all, and they say it's equal opportunity for all. But because some of us in the world have committed crimes and have paid out debt to societies, we're still labeled as nothing more than a criminal, a common criminal. And that's not right. Because, everyone can change, man. Everybody ain't the same, man. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't act the same. So you can't just look at a man and say, oh, he got felonies on his record, he ain't no good. Nah, because to tell you the truth, for real, people like myself, that's ex-felon, we'll outwork any motherfuckers that don't got no felonies on their record. Reasons being, we know we behind, so we gonna work harder. We got to. And plus, that's in us, because 9 times out of 10, peoples was hustlers when they was, locked up or whatever. They was trying to make some form of profit, some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. 9 times out of 10, that's why they was incarcerated, unless they was just on that heinous bullshit or whatever. But shit is real, man, today for the ex-felon, man. And we really need to start addressing, bringing this to the forefront of the people that are really in charge of this country, man, so they can really start taking a real good look at society and what's really going on, man. Think about it. If people had jobs that's ex-felons, real jobs that, they could take care of their family, and they could, pay their fines off, they could pay their child support if they owe it, and they could still live. That would cut down on crime. That would cut down on everything. That would cut down on just everything. But it would make it better for... I can't do it. Alright.